Good day. Chivalry is dead and women killed it. Let's talk about it for about 3 minutes. Then I'm changing gears. I just left Publix, all right? And decided to spoil myself. I've been talking about mussels and salmon for a hot minute. Great kid behind the counter. I shouted him out to management so he gets a free lunch tomorrow because what he did was awesome. So I pull up in line, and he's got his back to me because he's doing his job. He's doing labels and stuff and organizing and getting stuff neat, and I can see that. And rather than vocalize, hey, I'm standing here, turn around so you can serve me, whatever, I just wait because I am not in a rush. Life, despite the crap I've been talking, life is good. So what seems like 4 minutes was probably like just over a minute. But in between that, another lady walks up, around my age, and she, people speak with body language. She just made a dart to get closer to the counter that I had already been standing, so when he turns around, he'd see her first. I said, no big deal. All right, so he turns around and sort of looks at both of us like, who's first? And historically, even though I'd been standing there, would seem like 4 minutes waiting on him, I would say, hey, take care of her first. But the whispers. It's like, I just started speaking because I had already been there 2 or 3 minutes before she got there. Anyway, I order my stuff now, my mussels and my salmon. Jump to the end real quick. When I come back to pick up my food after I'm doing the rest of my shopping, because he seasoned the mussels for me, which wasn't surprised. I asked him to do that. But he also seasoned the salmon, which I did not know that they do, nor did I ask him to do that. So I really appreciate that. All right, so I think his name is, I don't want to give him this, his name's irrelevant. I mean, it's not like you're going to run into him tomorrow. But I shouted it, while I remembered his name, I shouted it out to management so he gets a free lunch. So he did, I think his name is Jeremy, Jason, whatever. He's making my my stuff. He's weighing it out and stuff like that. And I'm standing there watching him. I'm about to leave because I know it's going to take 10, 15 minutes before I can pick it up anyway. While I'm standing there, the lady who's now in front of me sort of turns around to me, do you mind, I have to go because my dog is in the car and barking, and he's just barking in the car, such and such. Now, I don't know if this is, I could be honest with you. It's only 200 of y'all. I could be honest with you. I don't care. You know what I mean? You came grocery store shopping at a place that lets dogs in, and you left your dog in the car in Georgia. Nothing about that says good judgment. Leaving a dog in the car in Georgia. Your son is still up. But I'm not going into all of that because that's not my business. But it's like her entitlement. Like you can feel it. It wasn't anything that she said vocally. You could feel that she automatically assumed that I would say just because you walked in front. Oh, yeah, go ahead. You good. Go ahead. Walk. And I would have because I don't care. Like I said, I wasn't in a rush. But the entitlement caught me. You know what I mean? I said, well, maybe the entitlement was just me misreading the situation. But then to turn around and say, excuse me, so I backed up because I thought she was, trying to reach for some stuff I'm in the way. She said, oh, no. No, do you mind if he, sort of like, lets me get my stuff first because my dog is in the car and is barking and she's such and such and she's such and such. Lady, miss me. Are you kidding me? Miss me. Chivalry is dead and women killed it. All right? Now, I don't want to sound like there's enough MGTOW people out there giving you stats and giving you statistics. I'm just telling you what I see in day-to-day life before I get back to LeBron James and Kendrick Perkins and his vaccines. That's what I really want to get to. I always open doors for ladies. it's just how I was raised. But even at work, I noticed. You know what I mean? Like if they're 4 or 5 feet in front of you and they open the door, they'll let the door close in your face. Now, I'm not saying you should hold the door for me, but it's the mixed messages is weird to me. I don't even like speaking on this. There's enough people speaking on this. I don't want that. I got more important things to talk about. I'm just telling you how I feel in the moment. Sometimes you're triggered a little bit, and in the grocery store, I was sort of a little triggered. I'm like, lady, you can't go to the grocery store without your dog. Are you kidding me? And the store will let your dog in the store. You left the dog in the car. I just sort of like it's a psychology trick. This is a fact. Okay, so it's a psychology trick. If somebody asks you to do something and then they use the word because after it to explain why, you're so many percentage points more likely to do what it is they asked you. But that doesn't apply to me. I don't know whether, I don't think it's because my master's is in counseling. I don't think that has anything to do with it. I'm just saying it doesn't apply. I see right through that. I see right. Communication, for the most part, in real life situations anymore, is not even really about what you say. It's your body language. Your body language and your intent is just, it has this, and your thoughts are energy. Your thoughts are energy, right? It's a tangible thing. Your thoughts are energy. And we're picking up on that. It's hard to hide intent. If you meet me, you know whether you feel like I'm a bad guy or a good guy. You know that. Most people know that. And many people I come into contact with, children know it. Are you kidding me? Children know it. It used to be weird the faces parents would make when I walk in the store, be minding my business. And your kids is just looking and going out of their way to look and stuff like that. And I look at them, and, I'll say something like, something real slick. I'll go, "Welcome back." I'll keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? The kid got it. Not because I said it with English. The kid got it vibrationally. That's another video. All right, so just shut it down. Listen, okay. You wanted equal rights. You wanted equal rights where you wanted equal rights. You didn't want equal rights to be a sanitation worker. You didn't want equal rights to be a plumber. You didn't want equal rights to climb an electric tower. And I'm not saying women are not doing it. I'm just saying you wanted equal rights, for the things that you're interested in, not the things that need to be done. So when Kevin Samuels talks about infrastructure and all this other stuff, and if men disappeared off the planet, the women wouldn't be able to keep up the infrastructure. Listen to that. Depreciation. The pandemic I'm going to pivot to the pandemic, and then I'm going to pivot to LeBron James. The pandemic should have taught y'all that. Just the disappearance of toilet paper. I saw a genuine fear in women, the single women who were out shopping, trying to get toilet paper and diapers and, stuff for the kids, competing for resources, paper towels. All right? I saw it, and that was light work. That was light work. Let's shift. LeBron James comes out, and they ask him on purpose. This again was felt like felt pre-planned to me. His thoughts on the vaccine and if he got vaccinated. Well, at first I had hesitancy, and then I thought it was a good decision for me and my family, so we did it. All right? You're trying to get brown people in line after Nicki Minaj put a stick of dynamite in your crap. You just lucky Nicki Minaj doesn't know or hasn't looked into what's actually in these vaccines like a lot of us have. You're just lucky, okay? Because with her fan following, if she's, and maybe she doesn't need to know. Just the fact that she was aware enough to go, I'm not being bullied into doing anything, all right? So you bring the king out, to sort of re-herd the sheep. And Kendrick Perkins and his little, nothing little about Kendrick Perkins. Yeah, well, my wife got it first, and I got it 6 months after because I was hesitant too. But then I wind up getting it, and nothing happened to me. Huh? I guess all right. There's a doctor who was involved initially with these vaccines who was saying, knowing what I know now, I would have never been involved in that. Y'all don't need to go nowhere near it. Choose what you want to experience. It's not about right or wrong anymore. Listen, it's about what you choose to experience. It's about what you choose to experience. People online, blood clots all throughout their mouth and different parts of their body. I mean, just protruding through the insides of their gums, all kinds of stuff. Now, I don't know if Nicki Minaj's friend's cousin actually had, diaper balls as a result of the shot. I don't know because I didn't see pictures of it. I only can go off of what Nicki said. But there's plenty of footage of other people experiencing the same thing with their testicles as a result of taking that daggone shot. Plenty of, and one in particular, and I may put that in the description. I will put that in the description. She brings a camera in undercover. It's video, but the purpose of the video is for the audio. And she's asking the nurse about, he said, have you seen much of this stuff? Has this been sort of common with the testicles and the swelling testicles and stuff like that? And the nurse says, oh yeah, we don't normally handle it here. They normally handle it in the hospital, but yeah, we have seen that as a reaction. We've seen, like, it was sort of a common thing for her. So listen, you nurses, I'm going to pivot again. I apologize. I'm going to pivot again. You nurses. Is it me? Or wasn't it 13 months ago, 14 months ago, y'all were all shooting videos doing dance routines in hospitals, right? You were shooting videos doing dance routines in what looked like empty hospitals 2 years ago. It was an epidemic, a meme almost, of you guys doing dance rehearsals, dance choreography in hospitals, one hospital after another. Nurses getting together doing dance routines to music. You were doing that, right? I remember that. I know you remember that too. And you went from that to essential workers. They split, divide and conquer everywhere. Oh, the nurses, essential workers. Everybody else, you might be an essential worker depending on whether we really need you to be working. Essential workers. I saw signs posted outside of businesses. We are proud of our essential workers. You fell for it. You fell for the okie doke. Okay? Now what's happening to nurses? Nurses who are refusing the jab. Nurses who are refusing the jab are going to be replaced by National Guard. Who are trained in that field. That's how they bring the military into this. Okay? Or they tried to bring the military in, but they tried to bring the military in. You remember the footage in Seattle, wherever that was, where they were shooting rubber bullets at white folks standing on their front porch? I couldn't believe this shit. Then the race baiting, they did the race baiting, couldn't get the reaction they wanted enough to justify. This is how they do it. But they're going to try. And if you're feeling hesitant and you have good reason to, stand in your convictions. There's a lot of people out there. It just is what it is. All right? I think that's all I wanted to say about that. I had a Forrest Gump moment. And that's all I have to say about that. All right. Thank you for coming. God bless you. Good day.